Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm Ricky, your friendly neighborhood Canadian living here in Providence, Rhode Island, and this is Yurt the Turt. And today we are here with another progress update. So let's switch over and jump right in. There I am in the corner. Nice. So our last progress update was October 30th. Let's see what we have done since then. So November 24th, first thing, I have set up Twitter. So I have a Twitter account. You can find me on Twitter, link in the description. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with that Twitter yet, but after doing some YouTube Creator Academy and Twitch Creator Camp tutorials, it did seem prudent to at least explore what Twitter is about. So I made a Twitter account and I'm on there now. That brings us to the main item. What I have done was go through the YouTube Studio tutorials, which is known as YouTube Creator Camp and Twitch Creator Camp. I will be making a lengthier review video separately. I think I require a little bit more advanced editing techniques that I have yet to learn and practice. So what I'll do now is just give you a brief overview of what those things are. So YouTube Creator Academy is a whole slew of lessons that YouTube has put together. Basically, it's a whole bunch of writing, and then they have embedded videos and little mini quizzes to guide you along your way as you're exploring getting started on YouTube from scratch. So with all of these little lessons that are available, I chose a handful, which is now in my list. And the ones with the little green check marks are the ones I've done. So I chose to learn about unlocking your gaming channel, building a business on YouTube, creating great content, key strategies for success, and building an educational channel on YouTube. So the gaming is pretty obvious. Like I mentioned, I play Magic cards, so I thought if I stream on Twitch, one, it will give me some good experience speaking to a camera in a relatively low-risk manner. Two, I love playing Magic cards, so why not? And three, it will give me some content to learn how to do video editing on. So seems like a win-win-win. Building a business on YouTube, obviously, because I'm trying to start my own business. Maybe it's a YouTube business, maybe it's not. But I thought it was interesting to see what YouTube had to say about building a business on YouTube. Creating great content was one of the things that one of their lessons that caught my eye. You know, as someone who has zero video editing experience and someone who has just spent many hours watching YouTube videos, I wanted to see what YouTube thought was the secret sauce to creating great content. Key strategies for success, pretty self-explanatory. And the last one, building an educational channel on YouTube. I did that because I was interested in seeing if I could do maybe more of a tutorial style video moving forward. So let's see what they had to say. There are still 3 more lessons that I haven't gone quite through yet because I wanted to get some video editing experience first before diving into the lessons to see if it reinforces some of the stuff that I've been learning. So before your shoot, during your shoot, after your shoot, I'll be saving that for later. The Twitch Creator Camp was set up in a very similar manner. You know, they have lesson plans. The Twitch curriculum was a lot more narrow because obviously the Twitch platform is mainly for you to stream live doing cool things. So it is what it is. It was interesting to say the least. Like I said, I will be putting more information up in a separate video. So after that, I had a bit of setup to do. So I set up Twitch. And what that means is that everyone on Twitch has a channel splash page. I'm gonna have to mute this video that autoplays. It's kind of annoying, so I'm gonna pause right there so we don't hear that sound in the background. Pretty annoying. If you do want to check it out and hear my annoying voice on Twitch, please go check me out and leave me a follow. So Twitch is very easy to get started on. All you really need is an account, and as soon as you set that up and you have some streaming software like OBS was what I was using to connect to Twitch and stream directly, you just press play and go. However, if you want, I guess, people to stay after they come and visit you, you sort of need to set up your Twitch page. So that's what I did. On the About page, they let you set up some widgets I chose the countdown widget, the info widget, and the latest follower widget. It's all pretty cool. The countdown right now, my schedule is still very erratic. I can't set up a solid schedule because half the time I'm just learning about how to do video editing and setting all this up anyway, so can't really dedicate specified amounts of time yet, but we'll see. I thought this widget was pretty cool though. The about widget was pretty straightforward. You know, it has little sections that collapse as you go, and you know, why not? The latest follows was something I wanted to do. I wanted to show off my latest followers. So if you follow me on Twitch, you will be shown on this board. They also have a handy schedule over here. All of the times that you go live on Twitch will show up on the schedule, and you can also set up your own little upcoming events thing on the schedule. So that's a pretty handy widget. And last, there's a videos page. There isn't really much setup you can do here. You can reorder the little sections that you have, but aside from that, I'm not even sure if anyone actually goes on Twitch and check out the streamer's content. Usually you just watch the streamer live, and when they're not live, you move to someone else. So I'm really not sure if anyone actually checks out the video section. However, what I did learn about setting up my Twitch page is that I can set Twitch to auto record all of my broadcasts. So I'm running all of this off of my 2012 laptop. It was a pretty almost high-end gaming laptop back then in 2012. I got it for engineering. I thought I needed something on the higher end to run the engineering programs, and I'm still using it to this day. Because it's from 2012, streaming apparently takes a lot of, let's say, processing power, so my laptop is struggle busing a little bit. So when I found that Twitch can record your broadcasts on their servers and then you can download the videos after, I was pretty excited about that. I think it puts a little bit less weight on my machine. So let me show you what happens when you have those videos on Twitch. They have this handy thing called the video producer. And here, after a live broadcast, you can see where it is. So here, this is a past broadcast. And then they have this highlight button here where when you click on it, it brings up this window where it's a mini video editor. So I had to, it's pretty self-explanatory. I would recommend you find a YouTube video, a YouTube tutorial to learn about basic clipping. But essentially, you can play back your video. You can set the segments to start and end at different sections. So for example, if I have it there, pause it here, I can set a segment over here, and then when you go to a different section, you can add a new segment, and then that's it. Once you press publish highlights, all of the segments that you decided to leave out won't be part of the final published video. So very handy tool, very basic video editing, and I appreciate Twitch for having that feature because it's getting me started. So that's what I wanted to say about Twitch. The next thing that I set up was Streamlabs OBS. The Streamlabs OBS, I can't really go that meta because I am using Streamlabs OBS right now to record this, but I can show you what it looks like. So Streamlabs OBS is a more user-friendly version of OBS. Since OBS is an open source platform, some people decided to make it more user-friendly and more widget enhanced software, so they built Streamlabs OBS. What it lets you do is move or set up cool elements, like I mentioned, such as this follower goal. So this follower goal that you see here, I've called myself Turtle Inc. If you want to join Turtle Inc., please do so. Join me on YouTube, join me on Twitter, join me on Twitch. Every time someone follows me on Twitch while I'm live on stream, this counter will go up. Simple as that. And a cool little animation will play and sounds will go off. If you've been on Twitch, you know exactly what you're talking about, and Streamlabs OBS makes this very easy. And as far as I can tell, you can't really set that up on just OBS. I'm still working on the overlay. So here you see that I've moved myself to the corner. I've put the Magic Arena off to the side so you can see everything on screen while also seeing my face up in the corner. I have Twitch chat showing up on the right side over here, so if anyone types in chat messages, it will show up on the recording. And I have a text title that is part of my stream, and I can update it live on stream. So whenever I'm going on a grind, I can type in and update my win-loss record. So very cool, very exciting. Streamlabs also lets you throw in a whole bunch of other stuff, but I won't get into that. Hopefully, as I stream more and make more content, you'll see all of the things I'm talking about. And because I'm starting, if you follow me on Twitch, give me suggestions, and it just might make it onto the stream. Let's see. Next, I have also spent, like I had mentioned last time in the previous snapshot, I've spent some time doing research on video editing options. And parallel with that, because what I learned from setting up Streamlabs OBS, going through Creator Academy, going through Creator Camp, I realized that I would like to have some custom graphics on my stream. I have some artistic skills that I haven't used in a while, but I'd like to try it now. So I needed a software for video editing and a software for creating digital graphics. So for digital graphics, after trolling through many YouTube videos and online forums, and this is 2020 by the way, if you're watching from the future, the best thing available out there, in my opinion, and based on everyone else's opinion, of course, is Krita. It's free, and when I got it installed and launched it, it gave me instant throwbacks to Adobe Photoshop and Adobe Illustrator, so I felt pretty at home. It wasn't anything drastic, and it was free. There are layers, there are different brush types, there's masking, and there's alpha, and you can save it as PNG, save it as JPEG, pretty much all you need for digital illustration. I think, I'm not sure. I think it has some way of doing animations as well, but I'm not too sure about that. I'll have to figure it out. And if you haven't tried Adobe Photoshop or Illustrator before, unfortunately, those programs are now part of the Adobe Creative Suite, and it does cost a monthly subscription to try that. That's another reason I decided to go with Krita, because it looks familiar, it looks close enough, and it's free. For video editing, again, after doing several hours of research on internet forums and YouTube videos, just to check out various products that I read about, I settled on trying DaVinci Resolve as my video editing software. So DaVinci Resolve, if you check out their website, it's really cool. Oops, I should probably mute this. It's really cool, and it is used by pretty much professionals in the film industry. So as you can see here, some commercials that you find pretty much anywhere, and some blockbuster Hollywood films such as Godzilla, King of the Monsters, are rendered and digitally composited in DaVinci Resolve. So hey, if it's good enough for the Hollywood professionals, it's probably good enough for me. Of course, they have the pro versions and the paid versions, but DaVinci Resolve has a basic version, and for a beginner like myself, I feel like that's probably more than good enough, and we'll go from there. I'm very, very excited about it. I have done some tweaking around with it, and that brings us to our next section. I have been spending some time troubleshooting sound issues I've had while setting up Streamlabs OBS, and how the output files interacted with DaVinci Resolve when I tried to open those files to do some, learning by editing those clips. I learned some things the hard way, both in the settings for Streamlabs OBS and the sound settings in DaVinci Resolve. It's definitely user error, is all my fault, but when you're learning all of these software, there's a lot of settings that you need to understand what they do and based on what you're looking for. So for me, it was definitely a learning curve, and I think that actually is not too bad of a thing, because what I can do is make a little mini series called Lessons Learned. So as I troubleshoot some of these issues that I find, I'll make these short little videos explaining exactly what the trouble was that I encountered and how I resolved it. I think that'd be a pretty cool series to put up, so be on the lookout for that. Like and subscribe on YouTube. And going through, again, YouTube Creator Academy and Twitch Creator Camp, I definitely realized that getting a new webcam was a necessity, and here we are with the new webcam. I also fiddled around with setting up a DSLR to shoot super high definition videos, and I might consider that, but I figured that because the DSLR isn't very good at capturing sound, I figured that I should get some video editing experience first so as not to waste the footage. But yeah, another reason why I fiddled around the DSLR is because my wife very excitedly discovered that the DSLR that she already had, it's a Nikon, recently launched a digital support package that allows you to use the DSLR output directly into streaming software like Streamlabs OBS. So pretty exciting, pretty cool. I will be working more into that. But for now, I did purchase this new webcam. And I have also purchased 2 other items to improve our stream and improve these videos. So one is the Wacom Intuos medium drawing pad. I will move over to this expense and cost projections sheet that has been updated down in the description. So here we are, the Logitech ProStream webcam. This is the price after tax. The Blue Yeti is originally $130, but I got a bunch of discounts from Target. I joined the red card. They had like a 10% coupon, and then, you know, on top of the 5% red card discounts. Very, very great, very generous, I think, in my opinion, for Target. But hey, you know, $78.29 for a Blue Yeti microphone. I think that's a pretty good deal. And I want to use this microphone to improve the sound quality in my streaming and in these recordings. The Wacom Intuos Medium Pistachio, it's basically a tablet that goes onto your desk in front of you, and you have this pen that goes on the tablet, and if you're drawing within the active area of the tablet, that is basically scaled 1-to-1 to your monitor. So wherever your pen goes on the tablet, you will see that on screen as well. So that way your hand strokes will be imitated on the drawing software, and you don't have to try and draw awesome things with just a mouse. If anyone has ever tried that, it's very, very difficult. So I wanted to make good graphics, and I needed the correct tools for doing so, and that's why I made that purchase. New tasks that I have added after, again, going through YouTube Creator Academy and Twitch Creator Camp. I have to upgrade my YouTube channel, I have to update the banner, I have to update the Twitter banner, I have to update the Twitch banners, and yeah, I have listed the YouTube banners down here as well. For Twitch, I have to set up some Twitch scenes and themes in my Streamlabs OBS. These are the things that, I don't know if you've ever watched a live stream of a gamer. Sometimes there are loading screens. Sometimes you go AFK to get some water or something. It's best to leave your live stream with a different scene so they're not just viewing a completely blank screen or an empty chair. So setting up scenes and themes would be pretty cool. Twitch custom GIFs, like I mentioned, would be pretty cool to have for any potential followers. Every time they follow me, subscribe me, or do something awesome on Twitch, they will see custom animations instead of the default ones that come with Streamlabs OBS. So making those will be pretty cool. The first one I have in mind is basically an eclipse GIF. My wife Victoria had taken pictures from the 2017 eclipse, and those pictures are absolutely beautiful. If I can turn those into a GIF, I think that would be pretty awesome. And of course, setting up the Twitch donation setup. They have this new PayPal option. I mean, honestly, no one's really going to donate to my stream in general. At least I don't expect anyone to. Hey, it'd be great if you did, but you know, it's a thing there that's available, and you might as well set up, because how is it going to hurt, right? I think that brings me to the end of today's video. My next steps, I'm going to go on YouTube and watch YouTube beginner videos. So instead of going to YouTube for advice, I'm going to go look for advice from other YouTubers who have already made it in terms of what they think is helpful in helping me grow my channel. And like I mentioned, my goals for making the next videos would be making a YouTube Creator Academy review video and making the lessons learned videos on those little troubleshooting sessions as I am learning all of these things. I did forget to mention why I chose the Blue Yeti and the Wacom Intuos. The Blue Yeti, I think, is pretty much the Beats, I guess, of streamers. It's pretty much optimized. No one has any complaints about it. It's not the most professional. For example, if you're trying to record music, I do see musician YouTubers have much higher end mics, but yeah, the Blue Yeti seems perfectly fine for what I'm trying to do, which is have conversations with you. The Wacom Intuos Medium was a recommendation that I got from Jaiden Animations. Shout out to Jaiden Animations. She makes animations for her YouTube channel. They're pretty cool. Go check it out. I'll put her link in the description. And in her about section, she said that she uses the Wacom tablets to draw her animations, and I thought it looked great. So that's what I'm going with. So thank you so much for watching. That's it for the update today. Follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and if you're on YouTube, please like and or subscribe. That's all we had today, right, Yurt? Yurt the Turt. Yurt the Turt says goodbye. I'll see you later.